It's that time of year where I do the annual walk around the garden, end of July 2018. Got the loquat tree growing steadily there, Trachycarpus nova again growing pretty well, but it's a very dry bed, this area, so it's not grown really well this year because I've not watered it particularly. We've got the yucca and the Butia erispatha. You can see the bamboo behind struggling with the heat, it's all curled up leaves. It'll be fine this evening when I give it a water. You've got the Pseudopanax ferox there, grown quite tall. A vegetable plot, got the shallots finishing off, got sweet corn not looking that good this year. Right, so let's go down the garden. As you see, I've not tidied up at all or done any weeding. This is the garden as it is. So we've got the Berinda bamboo, the gingers, the tree ferns and various bedding plants in this area. Trachycarpus nova is there, and then this one that looks like a Trachycarpus nova, but it's just a regular Fortunae. It's got really big. Got the tree fern there, and a further one down here that struggled, but it's coming away, growing away fine now. Ginger Forestii, which have split up into about 6 parts around the garden. Now we come to the main colourful bed. So we've got loads of flower interest this year. So there we've got the Butia catriensis, which has got no marks in it at all, beautiful palm. Got nice colocasias down here, all the little Trachycarpus palms in pots that I did a while ago. Got the irisine, these colourful leaves around here. And then I'll just do a general shot, looking around this new bed. And it's where we got lots of new summer colour plants. Let's get a closer look. So we've got the Cleoma here, we've got the zinnias, ricinus, we've got the bananas, and then behind we've got all the Trachycarpus species, all in a line. Some of the smaller ones you can hardly see now because of all the bedding plants in front that have grown. It's an exceptionally hot day today. Humidity is really high and it's 29, probably 30 degrees now. Not checked for about an hour. There's a Colocasia mammoth, which has actually suffered from rust. You can see on the older leaf there, it got rust. It's starting to appear on the newer leaves as well. Oh, I've got the Tithonias, I've got the yellow Tithonias, so you can see those there. And then all the way in this area as well. More irisine there. That's the mule palm here, settling in nicely. And that's looking back over that area. And then this side I've not done anything to yet, it's just basically dead grass until I fill that up with nice fresh topsoil and dig it over. And behind it you've got all the Fargesia bamboos going right down there. Got the nice zebra grasses growing by the side of the jungle hut there. And a little aloe polyphila that I planted out just there in full sun. The grass has got bashed by a load of winds a month or so ago, but some of it's still standing, growing about 2.5 metres tall. And now we walk across the bridge. The first thing you see is the archway, potato vine on one side, chocolate vine growing right over it now. But the main thing is through the archway, and that is the Jubea chilensis palm, which is over 2.5 meters across, pushed out, I think it's 6 or 7 leaves. It's been such a hot year that it's just growing crazily. Really fast growing, pushing out 3 or 4 leaves at a time now, which is fantastic. And then one side we've got all the Colocasia and Amaranthus here. And that's about 2 meters tall, the height there. We've got the Amicia behind, one of my favourite plants. Really interesting leaves. The Rhododendronax, really tall again. Then if you just look round down the pond, we've got the Fatsia polycarpa and some ferns, and then you've got the waterfall. Here we've got a Abutia that I planted recently. You'll see that in one of my latest videos. More Amaranthus. Passion flower there. Loads of flowers out at the moment. It's really probably the height of the year for flowers in the garden. And then the opposite bed again, loads of Colocasias and Amaranthus. The bamboo behind. And I'll just go down here past all the Colocasias. Masses of them, and the leaves, look, I can't believe these leaves are. Huge leaves, purple reddish stems, and there's hundreds of them. And just beyond that you've got the Lilies tuber. Fantastic red flowers, reddy orange flowers on these, huge spires of them. Got the greeny eye ginger there. All this, remember, is all left in the ground. Everything you see there, it just stays out all winter, everything there, and it just grows back every year. This is more of an arid bed, so got the yuccas, the Chimerops and the Decilarion around here. And then just looking back at the Jabea bed, you got the Princeps Trachycarpus, Princeps palms, there's a couple around here. Quite big leaves in them now, nice and bluish white on the back of the leaves. Got my big aloe polyphila down here. Some little crazy little alien looking plants with these very interesting flowers. That's Aracemia Ganiceum. We've got the aloes here. Aloe, the hardy aloe, again that stays out all winter. Actually had a name change, but it's known as Aloe striatula. It makes a bit of a sprawling bush really. Oh, round here. Look at that for a flower. Don't think you can get more exotic than that. Tagrida. Only lasts a day, but so exquisite. And they've stayed out all winter. Everything here's stayed out all winter apart from the Onsete here. Loads of beautiful dahlias there. So much colour in the garden. Cannas. Iris confusa down there. Spotty dotty down there with a little soaker hose on it to keep it nice and moist. And that begonia bonfire, that stayed out all winter. Just grown up. All these Colocasias have stayed out. Obviously the dahlias all stay out, gingers all stay out. And then down here, another little dahlia which is self-seeded itself from the parent plant here, which almost looks like the Tiphonia flower which you can see there. And then another self-seeded dahlia here which is about to flower for the first time, so we'll find out what sort of flower that is and whether or not it's worth keeping. Now a casualty in the garden, the dead Brea edulis, which I'll dig out at the end of the year. It shows not everything will survive, but apart from that, everything has in the garden, which is great. That's That's a view looking back. And then you've got the other arid bed with the Brea Amata, which is a lot hardier than the Edulis. Got the agaves there, Montanas and Americana. And then this very tall Eucharistrata, it's at 2 meters tall now. Got another bed over here. Before we get there, there's a Eucomis pineapple lilies coming through. Similar planting over here. Loads, and absolutely loads of these colocasia pink chinas. Tons of them. There's pretty much the rarest Trachycarpus here. That's Trachycarpus aureophilus, which has got through winter fine, put out 4 new big leaves. Bamboos around it. Bamboos, Musabaju. Never get huge for me, but that's the best I've ever looked. Has been cut nearly to the ground. All these T-Rex pups have come up everywhere. These were not here last year, but they've shot up all over this bed, so I'm going to have to remove all these. This is my favourite bootia because I've grown it from a little plant and now it's good thick strong leaves. It's covering a couple of meters now across, which is fantastic. The Gunnera tinctoria. More bamboos, loads of cannas, and then the miscanthus grass, which is the tallest I've ever been. I think, yeah, that is definitely, it's about 3 meters tall now. Princeps hybrids palms, the gingers which are yet to flower here. Then if we go down here, we've got the tree ferns, double headers like this one here. Another tetrapanax here. And then down here, we've got this really interesting ginger relative called Red Baron. Interesting thick stems that are reddish as well, and then sort of off purpley red flowers. I've got the Cyathea down here, which survived winter fine, putting out lots of big leaves. And then these little hardy parlour palms down there. Need to do some work in this area, it's a bit of a dry dead end really. There's my favourite eucalyptus there, look at that, beautiful. Talked about that before with the bark. I haven't got time to show you everything, so I'll just run through. More cannas. Here we go, a bit of an update on the Washingtonia robusta, which survived winter, was defoliated, but as you can see it's put out 1, 2, 3, 4 leaves. It's getting back to normal size now. Look at these are absolutely amazing. These are the Princeps hybrids. Beautiful coloration on the back of these leaves. And then above my head is the T-Rex Tetrapanax Papyrifera Rex, which is about 2.6 to 2.7 meters tall. Got the bamboos past here. Giscaya. Another bootia. Nice big one there. Got a canna in flower over here. Viridifolia. That's hard, it stays in the ground all winter. Various other bamboos. And then we'll have a quick look from this point, looking back. In this bed with the Lobelia tupas, Lobelia cardinalis here. The flushing Cycas revolutive, about 35 plus new fronds on there. Melianthus come back from cut down over winter. And there's a final view looking back over the garden. And that's it for the 2018 summer walkthrough.